let's get into this Diddy stuff, shall we? I'm a little confused by the prosecution. I thought this was a RICO case. I thought this was about guns they found. Baby oil and guns. So I thought this was about. I thought it was about sex trafficking. I thought it was about moving, sleeping with minors. So far, it's just been a freak fest of what Cassie's delivered. I'm sure more stuff's going to come to light every day, but so far, this was an abused woman who, had these major freak offs with Diddy. And one thing I will say, I believe everything Cassie is saying. I don't think she's lying about anything. Because if she was, she wouldn't have told them that, yeah, Diddy raped me and I slept with him afterwards. Some people might look like, what? But we always say no means no matter how many times. And, she kept going back. When you're with the guy with that much power and that much influence, and he started talking to her young, she was 19. She kind of groomed her a little bit, which isn't necessarily what this case is about. So I think as of now, I think we've heard enough. We understand, basically what I'm getting out of all this, anything freaky, they did. I think every hole was filled on both sides. I think there was girls, guys. There was trains. There was menage a trois. There was one thing I will say. There was quite a bit of baby oil, so it's making sense why I had all that baby oil. Some of it's disturbing, but it's disturbing to who? Like to the average person, we all act like we're holier than thou. But I know people that have had menage a trois. I know girls that have had trains on them, and they're cool people. That's what they've done and they liked at one point in their life. And so I don't, I'm not judging somebody because of that. Now, beating her up, yeah. Just what it feels like to me, it was just a drug-induced relationship. There were so many drugs involved. At one point, she said one of her freak-off sessions went for 3 days. I'm like, and I do think she was scared to say no. I think when Diddy told her to do something, she was going to do it regardless. So, there was, let me see that. Let me not put words out there. I want to give there's been so many social medias that you want to get the actual testimony. So, okay. Cassie Ventura reveals wild details from Sean Diddy Combs' freak-offs, including claims of period blood and urine use at parties. The trial heats up, shocking courtroom testimonies. Cassie Ventura testified Sean Diddy Combs raped her in 2018 after their breakup, revealed she had a $20 million settlement amid a sex trafficking trial. So we finally got the settlement dollar that was settled within 24 hours, 20 mil. If that doesn't say, hey, I might have did something wrong here, I don't know what did. Because the whole reason you pay is for this stuff not to get out. And so I'm sure Diddy's like, well, if I know I was going to do this, I should have kept the 20 million. I think, some of the most disturbing things I've heard, not disturbing, but just, you're like, wow, that they would just go to Craigslist or Backpage or any of these escort websites and just find somebody out there, just randoms. I just assumed when I found out escorts was involved, male escorts, I'm assumed Diddy had someone like a Heidi Fleiss to find him. I didn't know they were just getting online, looking, having people clear it. I'm just trying to find that. That's the part that messed me up. And I will say, Lauren LaRosa from the Breakfast Club, she's giving good commentary on it. So I know me and her have had a little difference in the past, but she's crushing as far as like everything. She's in the courtroom. She's hearing everything. So if you want a good follow, go to the Breakfast Club, listen to Lauren LaRosa, because she's breaking it all down. And she was saying, like, in the beginning, they wanted muscular black dudes with big dicks. They wanted that. And then it almost feels like Diddy was directing everything, like directing a movie, because he was telling Cassie what to do. He was telling the escort what to do. And then afterwards, he's asking Cassie how it felt, what it looked like. I'm just going, what is going on? And I don't know. Man, her husband, I'm sure he knows all this because, I mean, how could he not? But if he didn't, that's heavy. And I know that it was in the past, but I don't know. You got to stick by your girl. You got to be there. But that's tough to hear as her husband. That's man, that's tough. That's a tough one right there. And she's pregnant, like the stress this is putting on the baby. That's always look at it, man. I'm always thinking about this. It could have been a worse time for this trial for her. I wish the baby was already here, because that can't be healthy for the baby at all. And then Diddy's kids are in the courtroom, and I'm going, I don't want to hear that about my dad. It's tough because you want to be there to support whoever you're there to support, but then I don't want to hear that shit at all. I'm trying to think. There was one page that was really good. Like they were breaking down everything. Who is this? Day 3 of the trial has concluded, and Cassie Ventura confirmed Jonathan Odie's involvement. Cassie Ventura stated that she had sexual encounters with Jonathan Odie as part of Diddy's freak-offs, as far as the orchestrated freak-offs by Diddy. She was shown photos of male sex workers she allegedly interacted with during these events, and she identified Odie, referred to as Jonathan, from Miami as one of them. She testified that these encounters were under Combs' directions, supporting Odie's earlier claims from 2018 that he was involved in sexual acts with Ventura and Combs. Who is Jonathan Odie? I'm sure you guys are asking. Well, in 2018, he was arrested for shooting up the Trump National Doral Golf Club in Miami. What he said in the interrogation was crazy. This is what he said. And at the time when he got arrested, people thought, oh, he was just out of his mind. He was just talking shit. Now, this stuff's coming to light. Odie alleged he was a sex slave for Sean Diddy Combs, hired for sexual acts with Cassie during the freak-offs. He claimed he recorded a session, texted Combs about it, and faced threats during a settlement meeting. Odie stated that he sued Combs and won a settlement for contacting herpes, claiming a $5 million NDA in 2014. Odie claimed Combs as part of Sigma Pi Phi, a black Greek letter fraternity and Illuminati branch, and his fame stems from an Illuminati New World Order agenda. Odie alleged Combs' attorney, Mark Gigeros, who represented Michael Jackson, if you remember that case, and he worked for Bad Boy Entertainment for 4 years and Hillary Clinton for 5 years. Odie suggested Jackson was overdosed, not a suicide. Odie claimed Osama bin Laden was a CIA creation, with Obama linked to 9/11 as part of a CIA NWO agenda. Odie alleged DJ Khaled, Rick Ross, and Combs are gay. Callis supports Hamas, and Obama orchestrated a hip-hop agenda for NWO goals. Odie claimed the CIA targeted Trump like JFK to destabilize the U.S. for the NWO as Trump opposed their agenda. That's a lot. That's a lot. Yeah, this is what? How do you deal with torture? So, yeah, this is so much to unpack. Yeah, it's a lot. Yeah, it's a lot. Follow Lauren LaRosa. She breaks it down better than anybody. I think it would be, I don't want to be that. I don't want to be a hypocrite. I don't want to talk too soon, but I do want to give my opinion. If you're asking me at this point what I would think, I don't think Cassie knew any other way. She got into the business. She was 19. Diddy took her under her wing and kind of groomed her. And I think that's all she knew. And you do get intoxicated by men with power and money. And it's hard to say no. So I think that's all this was. So, this has nothing to do with what he got arrested for. That's what I'm trying to figure out. The freak-offs are not illegal. So I don't understand. At this point, I just feel like everything's just repeating itself. Are we going to get to the guns? Are we going to get to, was there minors involved? Was there, people trafficked across state lines? So far, all I've heard is people going on Backpage, hiring male escorts, and they come in and do freak-offs. And granted, now the whole video has been released of him beating Cassie and the 15-minute video. So yeah, there's that, but that's not making you go away for life. That's some jail time, but not life. That's domestic abuse, but nobody died. And I'm not trying to downplay it at all. I'm just trying to figure out, it's been 2-3 days of Cassie, and pretty much it's been freak-offs and drugs. So I just think the prosecution needs to, let's move. If you're really going after Diddy, you just kind of I get it. They were freaks. Trains, menage a trois, baby oil, drugs. It's what everybody thinks Hollywood and rappers do. And they were doing it. So at this point, I'm going, what's up with the illegal guns and the minors and stuff? So we'll see where it goes, but it is entertaining as all get out. I'm glad I'm not Diddy. I'll just put it that way. But I'm sure more is to come. But yeah, there's some. I'm just taken back by the Backpage and just going to getting online, finding somebody. Can you imagine just being a male escort and you're on Backpage, or you're on whatever the other one was, wherever you find male escorts, and then you think you're just going to a regular old whatever. You don't know what you're walking into, and you walk in and Cassie answers the door, and she was role playing, and then Diddy's in the corner, and the one male escort was I knew it was him, but I couldn't believe it was him. And then he's telling her what to do, and she's commentating during it. I'm going, what is going? You meant to be in the male escort? What is? And the male escort said the one time he couldn't get it up and sleep with her, he saw Diddy hit her, and he was I couldn't, and even he didn't speak up. Listen. The average person, you think it's so easy what are you doing? You're all guilty. Nobody said nothing. That is so easy to say unless you're in it. If you don't have as much power as Diddy, don't have as much money as Diddy, it's hard to go against that. And I think that's why 50 Cent kind of says whatever he wants. Because that's the one guy that does have as much money, does have as much power in his own world. So 50, he don't give a fuck. So, but if you don't, it's so easy to be like, just say something. You know, some people are like, well, I don't want to be blackballed in the business. I'm more thinking like, what's up with Kid Cudi's car? What's up with that getting blown up? Did he really do it? I want to know that. I want to know, did he have anything to do with Kim Porter's death? Have anything to do with Al B. Sure getting poisoned? Those are things I want to know. Was it Al B. Sure? Yeah, it was Al B. Sure. Those are things I want to know as far as this goes. So